Hello, welcome to Davita's Stampin' Spot. I did my Facebook Live last night and forgot to push the record button. So I didn't have time last night to do my to redo it. So I decided this morning to design. Hello, welcome to Davita's Stampin' Spot. I did my Facebook Live last night. Sorry about that. I have not done lives on YouTube. I think I've only done it once, so I apologize for that. Anyway, I did it on Facebook last night, forgot to record it. So decided when I would do it this morning, I would do a different card with different DSP. So those that saw Facebook Live last night could actually watch the YouTube as well. So I'm going to flip the camera around here so I can show you what we're going to do. So this week at class, our technique class, one of the cards, when I was typing up the instructions, kept thinking, you know, it'd be easier to just show. So I decided I'm going to show you the technique that we did, or not the technique, the fun fold. So my gals that weren't able to attend class can also watch this. So each person that has signed up for my fun fold and technique classes gets a nice binder like this. And then each week they get a sheet with written instructions. And then for the fun fold, they get templates so that they know exactly what they need to cut out the next time they want to recreate this. So we're going to do this card here. So I'm going to pull this out. Then I also have a tab for our techniques, and they make a sample there so that they have a sample of what the technique is like. So then here's all my pieces. And I've gone ahead and cut them this morning so that I'm ready. I decided to use this beautiful paper that is part of Celebration. I can't believe we're almost to the end of August, and this paper is still available. Beautiful paper for fall. So this is free with a $50 order before shipping and tax. So if you haven't gotten it, get those orders to me so that you can get this paper. So this paper here is 4 by 5 1/4. And you'll see I've got that there. Then I also need either cardstock, white or colored for the back. And I chose crushed curry. So that's that one. Then I've got what I call my middle base and my front base and DSP. So the middle base is this piece here, 2 3/4 by 3 1/2. And then I have a DSP that is 2 1/2 by 3 1/4. And I'm going to need 2 of them. So I have 2 of those, and I'll take care of those 2 pieces here. Then I need 2 of 3 by 3, and they're scored at 1 inch. So you can, I think you can see that they're both scored at 1 inch. Then my front panel is 2 1/4 by 3 for the back piece, and then the front piece is 2 by 2 3/4, so that it fits on there just real nice. And again, I need 2 of those. Then I wanted a spot for my greeting on the front, and it is 2 1/2 by 3. I will tell you, you're going to notice on my samples, the greeting does get covered up a little bit by the other folds, but I think it's still okay. You can always do a smaller greeting if you want. Then your base is 4 1/4 by 9 1/2, and I need 1 of them. I've got my scoring 1, 2, 7 1/2, and 8 1/2. And I'm going to put my template back in there so I can put it back in my book, and then I'll have it for next time. We only have 1 more month. I do it in 5-month commitments, and September is our last month for this one. So if you would love to start a book like this, we would love to have you join us. All right, so you're going to fold. Sorry, I was talking. This is my 2 inch. It's going to go in towards the middle of the card. Then the 1 inch is going to come back out. So the 7 1/2 goes in, and the 8 1/2 goes out. Score that so I have some nice scores. So you can see that shape there. Okay. Now we're going to grab our 3 by 3s, and I scored them at 1 and 2. And you're just going to create a Z fold. I'm going to use my bone folder. I'm really excited. I leave tomorrow morning for New Orleans. Kent's going to be home alone for a couple days. In 2020, they wanted to do the first ever backstage, which is for Silver Elite and above demonstrators. And because of COVID, of course, we didn't get to go. And so they did, oh, good grief, over the internet last year. But this year we finally get to be in person. So we're all really excited. So a good friend that I met through the Demonstrator Council is going to pick me up in the morning, and we're going to head to the airport and then head to New Orleans. All right, so this is my front panel, and I'm just mounting the Designer Series paper on top. Back to my technique and fun fold. If you would like to be a part of it, oh, please, please, please let me know. You could actually join us in September. We'll work out some kind of deal. But officially, our 5 months will start in October. And then if you are long distance, I am going to start where I do a video like this every month, where if you're long distance, you can follow along with me because I'll send you the pieces and parts, and we can do it online together so you can create yours at home. You can just order the instruction sheet and the templates or the sample for $10. So let me know if you're interested in that. So I'm just gluing together the front panel and the back panel, or middle panel. My back is this piece here. And last night I forgot to put this one on first. So today I'm going to remember to do that. One of the gals last night on Facebook mentioned that this is a great way to show some of our beautiful Designer Series paper because the card really highlights the paper. So I'm using soft suede for my base. I wanted to kind of draw out the acorns. Now I'm going to take my middle piece. Oh, I got to do this first. This is probably the trickiest part, and it's really not tricky. It's just easier to show than to tell. So I'm going to put adhesive on one of the Z-fold flaps, and it's going to go underneath here, and you want to make sure it's lined up at the bottom so that you can continue your Z-fold. So see, you've got Mountain Valley now, and we're going to do the same thing on this side. You want it to go underneath the card base. Let's move here. It's going to go like that, fold it down. And now I've done the trickiest part of the card, at least what I think is the trickiest. So I'll stand that up so you can see it here, maybe there you can see it better. So you've got the valley starts here, Mountain Valley, like that. All right, now we're going to take the middle base, and it's going to slide in there, and see how it's covered up here. So I'm going to put my adhesive on this. And remember, these are 1 inches. So don't put your adhesive farther out than that, or you'll glue your card shut, and you don't want to do that. Make sure it's lined up at the bottom because you want this to stand up nicely so that the person you give it to will be able to stand it up on their desk or side table or wherever they keep their cards that you make for them. It's been fun to talk to some different ladies lately, and they've talked about how family or friends have kept all the cards they make. And you know, that just makes us feel so good when someone appreciates all the work we go to make cards for them. All right, so there's one side. Now we're going to do the exact same thing on the other side. So a lot of you have been doing my puzzles, and I drew a name last night, and Cindy Meyer is our winner this week. So she'll be getting either some accessories or ribbon, accessory packet or ribbon from me. All right, now one caution. One of my gals accidentally made the mistake of gluing this so it goes out. You want every flap to go in towards the middle so that it will fit in an envelope. So make sure you go in with it. My goodness, my hands are not cooperating this morning. And you're all going, well, at night you always say your hands are tired. Well, I guess it's just my hands. So there you go. Now, I don't like this top part here. So to get rid of that, I'm going to take a pencil and draw a line right there. And you wouldn't have to draw a line. You could just cut it. And then I want to try and create about the same distance. So my mat's about the same around this designer series piece, the big piece. So I'm going to cut about right there. Here. And I'll cut one and I'll show you how different they look. So see, I think it looks a lot cleaner and nicer to not have that sticking out there. Okay. So I'll do the same thing on the other side. You can draw the line or you can just go along with your scissors. The gal I learned this from, or I saw, she drew the line, so I kind of did the same thing. All right, so there we go. If you've got it all spread out, it looks like that, which would be kind of cool too. All right, so I thought since this was fall, I needed to use a different stamp set. So I used Hello Harvest. It's a brand new one and the July to December catalog, and I really like it. So I stamped for my front. I used this red, which is Poppy Parade, and I stamped the hello. Oops, boy, that's shiny. I stamped the hello and then the leaf. And of course, you can be more and more elaborate with this if you want. I'm more excited about sharing the fun fold with you. So I'm going to glue that in there. Like that. So when you have it standing up, it's about like that. So you can see it. It is covered up just a little bit. The leaves, I guess, are just a little bit. All right. And then you want a place for a greeting. So on the back, I stamped the pumpkin out of this set. And then I stamped this, "You are such a blessing." And then I thought I could put my greeting to someone and then write a little note over here. I've got two more cards I'll show you. The one we made at the technique class this last week. And then also the one I made last night on Facebook. I have started my Christmas card club. Well, it's not really a club, Christmas cards. You can come to my class. They are going to be, from now on, they're going to be on Friday nights. Come, you'll make 6 cards. You get to pick. It's a buffet. So I have a variety of cards that you can pick from. I'll be sending out that schedule. And then the technique class, we're going to use some of the ideas from the vellum. I was talking with the gals this week, and they liked some of those vellum techniques and they want it in their technique folder. So we're going to do that. So here it is when it's closed up. It'll fit in the envelope. There's when it's opened up. When it stands up, this is where it's hard. When it stands up, let's see if I can get those. It looks like that. Isn't that cool? And look how pretty that paper is. All right, so there's the one from today. Here's the one that I did in our technique class. This is the Good Feeling stamp set. You're on my mind, and then Sending Sunshine. And it's the Hues of Happiness, DSP. And the one I made last night, I did with Christmas paper. So there you go. It's got, I used the Christmas season to do my berries and stuff. And then we have some fabulous Christmas sets this year for sayings. This Brightest Glow has some beautiful ones, and the Hope and Peace has some really nice ones as well. So I pulled some different greetings to put on the front and the back. So there you go. Now you guys, because I failed to hit record, got a third card today. I don't know that I'll be able to put a video, or I won't be able to be live next Tuesday night. If I have time today, I'm going to try to put a video together to put online. And if that doesn't show up at 7 or after 7 next Tuesday, I will be live in 2 weeks. So I hope you've enjoyed this. I would love to see what you create with it. So if you do create a card off this layout, please post it down below the video. Have a wonderful week, and I will see you live in 2